Okay. Youth representative on the Constitutional Reform Committee. Poor Sujae. Sujae, what a job. Sujae Boswell joins us now to explore the discourse amongst our young people on whether or not Jamaica should become a republic. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good person to have on the committee.
Well, thanks.
Because you know what's going on. Good to see you.
How did you get on the committee, by the way?
Well, I was appointed last year, March, by the Prime Minister, along with the other members of the committee. I've been in youth service for a very long time.
Okay.
I'm a former president of the National Secondary Students Council and also a former Jamaica Youth Ambassador and also a former UMONA Guild President.
Boss. He's a boss.
No, you're kind of too young to be so much farmer.
Yeah,
well, I'll give you a joke. I saw a comment on one of the posts that was made by TVJ and somebody said that I look a middle-aged man.
So farmer good.
Well, your resume sounds like a middle-aged man. Boy, I'm sure this has been a very interesting experience for you. Amongst your demographic, do they care?
Yeah, I think there's a great level of care among young people as it relates to the constitutional reform process.
Young people like you who are Jamaica-minded?
Not just like me.
Across the landscape?
Across the landscape.
Really?
We did a survey last year, partnering with U-Report, and 71% of over 400 young people said that they want Jamaica to become a republic. 16% said that they were unsure, and 13% said that they did not want to.
And how do you know that they know what that means?
So there was also, as a part of that survey, the question of, do you know what a republic is? And we also had information going out on that very same page about what the republic is. So the engagement has been going on island-wide since the process started last year. So yes, we can say definitively that there are youth who are not only, I wouldn't say Jamaica-minded, but are active participants in the process.
Excellent.
Similar to any political culture, there are three levels. Those who are participant, meaning that they're actively involved. The subject, those who just see themselves as mere participant in the process. And then you have the parochial who, they're just hands off. So whatever happen, happen. So there's still a reflection of what happens in the broader society at the youth level.
When we talk about youth, what's the demographic?
So 15 to 29 is what is considered youth based on Jamaica's youth policy.
I want to go back to you being on the committee. Double-barrel question. Are you the only youth, in quotes, on the committee? And do you feel that them going to listen to you and say, yeah, man, it makes sense? Or man just say, well, we have a youth, man. Make him talk and then we move on to the whole heads.
Well, I would say I'm the youth on the committee, but you have other youth-minded people on the committee. I must say as well that the process has been going on for a year, and I've never felt as if my voice was not heard on the committee and the voice of young people weren't heard on the committee. It has been an inclusive process. I think the engagement with the opposition members as well as the government representatives and other civil society has been a meaningful one. I think that it has helped to transform and to shape the conversations at the national level.
Is this coming down to a matter of decolonization or full colonization?
Well, I think that the process is dealing with decolonization. It is taking a gradual approach. I heard the interview before. It is a comprehensive approach. It is a phased approach. Being a phased approach doesn't mean that we're not looking at all the issues. It is just taking them in a sequential order to ensure that nothing gets overlooked, as well as to ensure that the voices are heard throughout the process. There are some voices that are louder in the process, but that does not mean that is the wholesomeness of the conversation that is taking place.
The opposition leader, I think he said he did not want our name changed from Jamaica to the Republic of Jamaica. Is that a part of the discussion you guys have, and does that matter?
Absolutely. The CRC agrees with that position, that Jamaica's name should not change. The attributes that are linked to Jamaica is something that is invaluable. And so there is no position by the CRC to say that we want the name of Jamaica to change. By way of political recognition, it would be the Republic of Jamaica.
Right.
But in terms of a name change, there's absolutely no position of the CRC that the name of Jamaica should change.
Yeah, but if we're a republic, we're not named the Republic of Jamaica?
Well, we are a republic by status, but in terms of the name and the brand identity of Jamaica, it won't change. That's not the recommendation.
This is an interesting point that you make here. You say young people are supportive of the transition to republic status, and you're quoted as saying, based on the views I've been canvassing, the thought primarily is do not throw out the baby with the bathwater. A lot of work has been done over the decades to get to where we are. And so where we are now, we're really at a crossroads. You say the answer is not to draw a red line or to say that we there saw you do over there, so we now move on till somebody moves. And you say what the country needs right now is leadership. That is a big talk, Sujae.
Absolutely, and it's something that I 100% stand by, that we need the leadership or leaders, both the Prime Minister and the leader of opposition should show leadership in this process. This has been, when I say that, we've come to a position where there's a standstill, and the conversation by the opposition is clear. We're not moving, and we're not signing. Now, as it relates to how we move forward, it requires a type of diplomacy by both our political leaders, as well as if they can't come to a consensus on the matter of the referendum, of the CCJ issue, then it may need that we go to an advisory referendum to the people, where the people give advice to the parliamentarians to say this is what we need. We live in a representative democracy, and so usually decisions are left to the political leaders to make. Yep. And this is the context that we're in now, and a red line has clearly been drawn on that matter. We have to
go, friend, because we have news. Great to see you. Well said, well explained. Congrats on what you've done thus far.
Middle-aged man.
Yeah, middle-aged and soon to be Prime Minister.
Yeah. Youth representative on the Constitutional Reform Committee, Sujae Boswell. We have more on Smile after the second edition of News in 5.